Hello, everybody. Welcome to Joe Sports and Ministry Talks TV, where you get your sports, your ministry, some talks, and some TV, a bonus of some cooking, and a little bit of some yarn. But tonight, we are talking bowling. We are talking bowling tonight. That's what we're going to be talking about. I got my Facebook family. I'm in my Facebook group tonight. I haven't been over here ever in my life before, so this is something new for me. But we are going to be talking bowling tonight, guys. We're going to be talking about the brand that I like to use. We're going to be talking about a little bit of Brunswick, and we're going to be asking. We're going to have some icebreaker questions. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in the building here, but we are going to have some icebreaker questions tonight. That's what we're gonna do. Let me see here over here. I'm checking out Facebook, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second here, y'all. But we are going to have some icebreaker. What's going on, OG? How you doing tonight, bro? What's going on with you? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're gonna have some icebreaker questions tonight. Well, I'm at least tell people about myself, my bowling background at least, because it wasn't always about it. I didn't start off doing. Well, yes, I did start off. My first ball was Brunswick, but it was a plastic zone. But we're gonna get into that in a minute. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Hopefully, I get some. Oh, that's good, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. So, but I don't know how this works for Facebook, or do they just tap the thing? I am inside the group, but I don't see nothing. Okay, I'm in the group, and I'm in the video, but you can't see, so this video is live now. So I guess they had to go in. Hey, Shelby, how you doing? Welcome in, lovely Mimi Rodriguez. Look, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So this is the first video that I'm ever doing about what I love to do, y'all. I am a bowler, y'all. Most of you have seen me bowling lately, but I started bowling when I was 12 years old. And how it all started was one day we went out to the bowling alley just to have fun, just to practice. And hey, Patty, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. We went out to the bowling alley just to practice. And I had an alley ball in my hand. And my mom was a bowler already, but I had never bowled. I was told she had bowled prior. She had bowled prior in my life, but I never ever was interested or nothing like that. And then she had kind of took a break anyways. So she was just kind of like getting back in it. But she was out there. She had her stuff, her bowling equipment and all that stuff. I had a plastic ball, some alley shoes. My mom was shooting number like 180s and 190s and all that good stuff. She was just like, because she had been bowling before. But me, myself, I had never been bowling before. Ever had been bowling. I mean, never in my life had been bowling. I'm using this alley ball and these shoes. I walk out there and it was kind of like a natural thing for me. I was shooting 150s easy with an alley ball. I'm talking about real easy. I made it look simple, and she was like, "Wow, like you 12 years old. How you know how to do that? What's going on?" So she went out and I don't know back then. I don't know if y'all knew back then. Kmart used to sell bowling balls back in the day. They actually used to drill bowling balls over at Kmart, like back in the day. And so you can go out to Kmart, and Kmart would drill your bowling ball. They would fit you right there in Kmart, and they would drill one up for you right then and there, right at Kmart. So I went over. She took me over to Kmart, and I remember it being I want to say that first ball I ever had was I can't remember what it was, but it was some red and black. It was some red and black uh, plastic ball or whatever. It wasn't nothing special. The ball probably didn't cost me no more than $50. You said I bought my bowling ball and shoes from Kmart. That's what Patty said. So the ball didn't cost me no more than about $50 or whatever, maybe $39 at that time. But I went out and I was averaging about a buck 60 with this ball, and the ball was only about 8 pound ball at the time. It was about an 8 pound ball. I was one of them type of bulls. I wanted to throw it hard, and so it was about 8 pound ball. Then right after that, I went to it ended up cracking on me, and I ended up going over to used to be this other place called John Kehoe. There was like a pro shop here in Indiana, Kehoe's Pro Shop, and it ended up cracking on me. And he ended up giving me another plastic ball, which was a 10 pound plastic ball. It felt heavy to me, but my average went up maybe 10 pins up to 170. And then, like right after that, I bowled probably with that ball for about another year or so, maybe. And then maybe like I want to say maybe like another 3 years after that, 2 years after that, it cracked on me, and so I end up getting a reactive resin ball. That's a little bit more. That's another subject, but it was just I got a reactive resin ball. I got my first reactive ball. Um, which is more modern technology bowling ball, and it my average jumped up to 200. I was let's see, I was in I was I was almost in the 10th grade. I was in ninth grade, going to 10th grade, and I was throwing 12s at that time. No, yeah, 12s, and so I used maybe no, I was using 14s at that time, and so I used 14 like for a while, and I started to get real good at it. My sophomore year, I ended up falling into like a major struggle because I was throwing the ball too hard. So my mom, I went to the pro shop, and he was like, "Well, what we could do, we can go up and wait." So I went from a 14 to a 16. Uh, End up making the state tournament. I ended up bowling so well towards the end of the year. I ended up making it to state as a sophomore. First person ever in this area in Indiana to ever go to state for this area right here. It's probably not it's in the record books, but it's not really known. It's not really said that much because it was the first year, the very first year ever of high school bowling. The very first year of high school bowling, I went to state, um, and I didn't do very well, but I went to state. Um, so then my junior year, I was captain of the team my junior year. Once I hit my junior year, I kind of hit that stride to where I was pretty good. But then I hit another struggle block. My knees started to get a little bit bad, so I had to go down and wait. I went back down to 15s, went back down to 15s, and stayed at 15s for a while. I mean, I stayed at 15s, never went back up again, never went down again. But I went down to 15s. I started throwing the ball tremendously. I mean, just great from that point on. Um, I ended up going to semi-state that year because I got injured that year and ended up going to semi-state. I had which it's called where my pitch and my bowling ball was bad and it would tear up my fingers. But I didn't know that. I really didn't know that until I got to my senior year. My senior year, I end up bowling well. I was first team all conference throughout my whole senior year. I bowled extremely well. My Throughout my whole senior year, I was bowling. Everybody thought that I had a chance to win state, but in my doing sectionals, I tore open my fingers because, like I was telling you, my pitch and my bowling balls was bad. I tore open my fingers, and I wasn't able to compete because I was bleeding everywhere, and it was just bad. So I ended my high school career on a really bad note which I don't regret, but it was fun throughout my high school career. I ended up getting a scholarship to bowl over at Vincennes University, where I went there for a year. I bowled well over there for a year. I ended up coming back to South Bend, and I bowled for IUSB. Uh, I ended up now I'm back here in South Bend, where I came back and I started bowling like several tournaments and just many tournaments over the years, um, leagues and everything. I bowled Ironman tournaments where we bowled 18 games. I bowled just tons of different lane patterns. I really love tough patterns. I really don't like to bowl on. I'm not that good on the. I'm not that good on the easy stuff. I know that sounds funny, but I'm not that good on the easy stuff. Or what people consider easy, I'm not that good on it. Just because my ball roll is unique. Um, what else here? Here lately, I haven't bowled many tournaments. Hey Spice, how you doing? I had no idea you could get a scholarship for bowling. That's dope. Yes, I got a scholarship, a full ride. I went to Vincennes University. I'm a pretty decent bowler now. Back then, I was really good, but now I'm a decent bowler. I call myself a decent bowler now. My wife said I'm still really good, but I'm a decent bowler. Um, I'm a 220 average bowler, which is considered to me. I consider the average, but the average usually is around. The average bowler bowls around 180 if you bowl in the league. Around 180ish if you bowl. I won't say that. Around 180ish if you bowl in the league. The place where I bowl at league at is very tough. It's not an easy place to bowl at all. It's really hard to get corners out, which I mean corner pins, which is the 7 and the 10 pins. Very hard to get them out for some reason. Um, but then, like I said, I bowled tons and tons of tournaments. I got some first, I got some second places. I mean, I've done well in tournaments. What else I'm gonna tell you guys? So then, like I said, right now I'm bowling a bunch of leagues because mostly all the tournaments nowadays land on Sundays, and it's because I got to go to church, so I don't get to bowl many tournaments as I really would like to bowl, but still, I uh I get to bowl 2 nights a week. But I used to be in a bowling alley. We used to actually basically live in a bowling alley. Um, but now um, I don't get to bowl any tournaments, like I said, because it's on a Sunday. So I know it ain't very many bowlers in here tonight, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's see here. Let's have a little bit of fun right quick, guys. Huh? Is it? Oh, okay. So for those of you, because I can't see this, I can't see nothing. Okay. So for those of you who bowl, or anybody who bowls, when did you guys start bowling? Like, have you ever been a bowler, or when was the first time you ever bowled? Anybody? Anybody can answer this question. When was the first time you ever bowled? Like, when was the first time you ever bowled? First time I ever bowled, like I said, I was 12 years old, so I've been bowling for 23 years now. Yes, I've been bowling for 23 years now. Actually, 12 years old is considered a late bloomer in bowling. Usually kids start bowling when they're like early as 3. So I was considered a late bloomer when it comes to bowling. I started my kids off bowling that early. So I was like considered a late bloomer. So for y'all, when did y'all ever like go bowling, or did you go bowling the people in my group? When did you guys bowl? Like, when did you start off bowling? Like I said, me myself, I started bowling when I was 12. You said, "Hey, sis Jane, you said went with Sunday school around 12." Shelby said she was 10. Sis Jane said she was 8 or so. That's interesting.
I think I was probably 13.
And you're 13? What anybody in the group say? Anybody say anything in the group? So Another question is, so was it something that interests you, or was it just something that just recreational for you? You said I've maybe been bowling only 10 times my whole life. Okay, and that's how most people are. Most people usually just go here and there, but I go bowling like mm, tons, 2 to 3 times a week at least. So was it just recreational for you? Were you ever any good at it? For the people that's in on YouTube, I know the people in my bowling group. I know you guys. Most of you guys either on staff already, or most of you guys bowl. Use the equipment. The picture that I have behind me, guys, the one that's on YouTube. That picture right there is the brand that I use. The brand itself is the brands that's around the big sign. That's the whole Brunswick brand. So Brunswick a few years ago decided that they were going to buy out. They were going to buy out other brands, and so every one of these brands behind me used to stand on their own. I want to say maybe I don't know exactly the date, but they all used to stand on their own. But Brunswick decided they all used to stand on their own besides DV8 and Radical, which is behind me. Radical is right below me. They all used to stand on their own. But Brunswick used to own just DV8 and Radical only. But a few years back, they Hammer came out with some technology that Brunswick wanted. And Brunswick owns a bunch of stuff. So they're able to buy whatever they want whenever they want to. So what they decided to do was they went and they bought our Hammer, they bought our Track, they bought Ebonite, they bought our Columbia, and now they made them all a part of one brand, which is Brunswick. And so what I like to use, I like to use Brunswick. I used to use a lot of Brunswick stuff, like a lot. But what I like to use that's among the brand the most is Radical. I'm a Radical guy. I haven't got too much new stuff that came out this year because I actually have five. Due to the pandemic, I didn't drill a lot of stuff from last year, so I still had a bunch of stuff that I hadn't drilled up from last year, honestly. And so I just never ever drilled no new balls this year. Hardly ever. I just drilled up old stuff I had because they were brand new still. So I thought it was pointless to go and drill up stuff when I had stuff already, even though it's new technology. Well, this right here is a Radical Intel. This was my ball of choice for about 2 years now. This was my ball of choice. I really, 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 really love the Radical Intel. It's a great, great bowling ball. Great bait, great piece to have in your bag. This is my go-to ball right here. Guys, for those of you who knows bowling, as you can see where my pin is. I am a full roller, but I am the unique full roller, as you know, like one of the guys that's in our group, which is used to be on the staff with Radical, and that's Tom Smallwood. I am a full roller. I can play inside. I don't have to throw it. I'm not one of those straight full rollers. I actually have. I have a unique ball roll, so I track full roller. That's basically what it is. I track full roller for the guys that's inside the bowling group. But this is my go-to ball right here. It is a Radical Intel. This is my go-to ball for I want to say 2 years. This is my go-to ball. Very good piece of equipment. I just won't take it out of my bag because I feel like if I get in a place where I'm struggling, I can go to this ball and still have a decent look. And since James said I played on my church league, but I was just for fun. I am not good at it, but love it when I did do it. That is awesome. Bowling is fun. It's very, very fun. But I'm very competitive as well as far as bowling. I don't like to lose at it, and when you become really good at it, you really want to score. Honestly, you just really want to score. You don't want to not score. You want to score. Um, for me, my for me when I walk in the bowling alley, I want to shoot 700. I mean, that's what I look at. I bowl in a really really tough house. So honestly, in in reality, at the house I bowl at 650, 660 is really good. It really is. It's really good. Like last night, I had 720 last night. I felt like I bowled 830. I mean, honestly, I mean, the house is tough like that, but it was fun. I bowled really well last night. So like I said, this was my go-to ball for a few years. I really like it, but I don't throw this very much anymore. I don't throw this ball too much anymore. I just keep it in my bag just for keeping, just because it's something that I've shot 300 with this ball twice, and I actually have a 299 with this ball. So I try to keep this ball in my bag. It is very hot in here. I keep this ball in my bag just in case I go to struggling, because sometimes you can go to struggling and you might need something that you might need to change, have a different look or something. Okay, guys, let's go out here. So, in my bag, you always want to keep a polyester bowling ball. Polyester bowling ball is for shooting spares only. I'm not the guy who can flatten out my hand and shoot my spares. I keep polyester, aka plastic ball, in my bag for shooting my spares, especially my 10 pins, which is corner pin, which is a tough pin for a right-hander. I throw straight at it. I don't hook at my 10 pins. I don't like to use a reactive resin ball and throw straight at it. I don't like even using urethane at it. With my ball roll, urethane bends too much, and I can't throw it hard enough to kill it enough to make the 10 pin. So I use this ball. It don't hook. It might hook maybe a half a board off of friction. I keep a polyester ball in my hand, in my bag always. Always do. I don't buy these too often. I keep this same one. I've been having the same one now for about 8 years now. And I'm able to stay with the same feel with it. And I haven't even changed the grips in this ball. I just keep it like it is because it's simple. It's a plastic ball. I don't clean it. I don't do anything. I let it fill up with oil so that it always will go straight. Anything, plastic ball, always wanted to go straight. All right, guys, let's go down here. So, let's see. That's not it. Hold on, guys, 1 second here. I'm grabbing more bowling balls here. So, the balls that I recently got last year that I never drilled was a Sasquatch Solid. Now, I have one Sasquatch Solid, which is a 2-inch pin ball for the people that's inside my group. This is a 2-inch pin ball. As you know, I am a full roller. So this 2-inch pin ball helps me keep my angles fairly in front of me. They help me keep my angles fairly in front of me so that I don't have to play the whole lane. At the place I bowl in, playing the whole lane is very tricky. So I try to make it as simple as possible. And I got this 2-inch pin one. And what I do is I put surface on it for the guys that's in the group. I put 200. I put a bunch of surface on the guys. I put it's an old pad, but I got a 240 grit pad I use, and I use that because I wanted to hook early and be very very smooth down lane. I don't want to see no big hook and ball motion down lane. So, guys, everybody in the chat right now, this is my go-to ball right now. This has been my go-to ball the whole year. Basically, the time that I did switch a couple of times, I struggled really bad. So this has been my go-to ball basically the whole year right here. This has been the ball of choice the whole year. And this is a squash. And like I said, I actually put a 240 grit pad to this ball, which I'll show you those pads here in a little bit. He said, how many bowling balls do you have? Patty, unbelievably amount. Unbelievably amount. You say you only own the one from Walmart. Oh my gosh, Patty. No. I'm a little bit advanced now. My bowling balls cost anywhere from $180 to $240. Bowling is an expensive sport, and I own quite a few of these. But yes, this right here is one, like I said, it's a 2-inch pin ball, and this has been my go-to ball because I want to keep my angles in front of me. So lately, I have ran into like a little struggle spree where I couldn't score the last game because what I would have to do, I would have to move in, and so I was struggling. So what I did was I had found these really cheap. This is a $180 ball, and I had found them for like, I want to say I found them for about, what I find this for? About $80 I found these for. So I decided when I bought it, hey Coco, how you doing? I decided when I bought it, I was going to buy two. Okay. I was going to buy two when I bought them. This one, you can't really see in the camera, but this one has a bunch of surface on it. I actually hit this one with a 2. Baby, you saw in my shoe bag? Please. I actually hit this one with a 240 grit pad. Let me take that off my finger.
Mike Trail says, hey.
Who?
Mike Trail.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, bro?
He can't really hear, but he at the bar. He was at a bar, but he said, keep going through that.
Yeah, so I actually hit this one with a 240 grit pad, which is one of these. Which you just hit it with the pad. And what it does, it'll dull it up. And what I do is I wet sand it. I'll just show you like a little preview. I'll just show you a quick preview right quick, just to show you a quick preview. And you can see how dull it'll get. I'll show you. Mike Trail knows what I'm talking about. So you see I wet the pad a little bit. You see I wet it a little bit. And then what I'll do is watch me hit that ball with that pad up. I hit it with that pad. So I won't be so for my new people, I won't be sounding like I'm talking mysteries to you. You be like, what in the world are you talking about? A 240 grit pad? Well, this is a 240 grit pad right here. I'm amazing, Coco. Thank you so much for asking. So, Joseph, I need a paper towel so I can wipe this off for you guys again over there. So, as you see, I'm just gonna do the top part, guys, so you'll see what I'm talking about, and you'll see the difference. They hit it with that pad good. That surface on that ball. So, all right, let's see. And so, when I get done with that, you'll see, watch me wipe the water off. If you look real close, that's dull. I dulled that ball up. If you see one side, still kind of shiny. And that side, I dulled up. I hit it with a 240 grit sandpaper pad. And what it does is it takes off the shine so that the ball will hook early. It'll hook. You see, I've never sanded my ball. Never even heard of that. LOL. Maybe I would have played better. Hey, Sis Brittany, how you doing? Yeah. So I hit it with this is advanced Coco. So yeah, I hit it with. This is one I got dull. I hit it with a 240 grit pad. It's an old 240 grit pad, but I hit it with a 240 grit pad. And then like I said before, this one right here is one I just drilled up. But the difference in this one is pin length. This was a 3-inch pin ball. So this one right here is going to have a lot more, what's the word I want to use for y'all? it is going to, well, it's going to hook more. That's my terms. It's going to hook more. But for y'all, it's going to curve more. Because this is a 3-inch pin ball. The pin is longer. When the pins are longer for me, being a full roller, I don't have very many options. So I have to go with pin length far as what the ball does for me. And pin length is the only thing I can go with. So I got two different ones. I got one that's going to hook a little bit more for me, which is this one in my hand. And I got my go-to one, which is the one that I've been scoring with lately. And this is the one that I've dolled up and I start with. Because I want to start right as possible where I bowl at. And so this is like, these are some of my two newest balls right here. Like I said, I don't have very much new stuff right now, but these came out like last year. You said when I switched from regular to grip to fingertip, I had hook. Oh, really? Honestly, that's good. That's good. But actually, another thing, hook is depends on what type of core is in the ball. That's major when depending on like what you want the ball to do, ball layout, how you drill it, can give you more hook. It's a bunch of other stuff. Ball surface. So you can have hook where the ball hooks early, or you can have hook where the ball hooks more down lane. It just depends on what type of bowling balls you want. Like this one right here, the reason I put surface on this ball, because I wanted to hook early and I wanted to be more smoother down lane. Now this ball won't hook as early, but it'll get down lane and have that big, more of a archy back end. That's what this ball does. It has more of an archier back end. It ain't like that get down and snap back in. It has more of that archier back end. This one right here will be like smooth all the way down. It'll just roll, and then just kind of gradually hook. And this has been my go-to ball lately. Like I said, I've been shooting pretty much 680 to 700 over the last, you said start right. What is that? All these so-called ball reviews don't even know what that means. I understand what you're saying, but I like to start right. And I know they don't understand that, but I like to start right. And when they show you any ball review, they always in the left gutter or the right gutter. I don't understand it, but they never show you what the ball does starting right. In the house where I bowl at, there's no way you can play left to right. Not because there's so much oil, but it's so walled up. I don't know your name on Facebook, guy, but Fred, because it's so walled up inside, it's a house shot, and it's walled up from like 10 to 10 on both sides, and it's super walled up. And for swinging left to right, I don't care how much hand you have. If you miss in there, it goes dead straight. But if you miss outside 10, if you hit 10 or maybe get the ball to like 7, you good. 10 to 7, you're money. But if you get the ball outside 7, it screams back. So you have like no miss area at all. Like you have zero miss area. Swinging the ball from left to right. That's the way I like to play the lanes. I always like to play the lanes like that. Left to right. But I found out that if I get a ball, I put the surface on there. I put 240 on there. It really blends the lanes out really good for me. So if I miss a little inside and that oil, it kind of like blends out what's there. And if I miss right, I kind of get that kind of hook early, rolly reaction. You know what I'm saying? So I've been scoring in there. I've been shooting I ain't been shooting lights out, but the place that I bowl at is tough. So 720 in this place is really good. Like last night I shot 720. And in the 10th frame, I stoned 9 the first game, missed it like a goofball. Got there and stuck at the foul line because the approaches are horrible. Second game in the 10th frame, what I do? Stone 7. I stoned 7. The 4 pin jumped over the 7. Don't know how that happened. And last game, I said, dude, do not get up here and stone nothing. So I bet you guys can guess what I did. I stoned at 8. Threw it great. It came off my hand absolutely perfect. I stoned 8. So, like I said, I start right in this place. There's other places where I know I got to jump in right away. It's another place called Parkway. I got 300s there as well. and I know I can't play right. It's too much hook everywhere to play right. So I kind of play inside, but I play from like 20 to 10, depending on 20 to 7. So I can't stand that. Like I like starting right myself. And it's easier to adjust from right to left. Left to right. I finally heard somebody say they start right. Yes, yes. I always start right. I always start right to left. It to me, I just feel like right to left, just like you said, it's so much easier starting right to left. And you get so many guys that start left to right, and it's so hard for me. Even reviewing a ball is so hard to see what a ball does like that because a lot of times, even in these ball reviews, they bullet on burn up house shots. Most people, all they want to do is see the ball hook. I'm not in it to see the ball hook. I want to see the ball carry. Show me good carry. That's all I want to see on a good shot or on a difficult shot. I want to see good carry. I'm not about the big hook and all that. I don't need a ball to hook at all. As long as it's gonna carry, I hit my mark, it's gonna carry. It's gonna show me the shape I need, and that's all I be looking for. Is the shape I need. Like I said, this has been my go-to, y'all, for the last about month and a half. I've been shooting in the house I bought. Like I said, 680 is good. I've been shooting 660 is good there, and I've been shooting 680, 720s there for the last month and a half. Been bowling pretty good. I said last night 720, and that's what happened. So this is like one of my newer balls. The other one I showed you is I got a little bit more. Like I said, this one has a little bit more down lane. I haven't used this at all yet, y'all. This actually has maybe a few games on it because I've been using the other one so much. I haven't moved. I've been moving like maybe a board and a half. So I just adjust with my hand a little bit, get around it a little bit more, or stay up the back of it a little bit more, or take my hand out of it just to stay where I'm at. But this one hooks a little bit more down lane. I got this one. It'll come in handy sometime. All right, and those are squash solids. Those are squash solids. Here you can't see this one very well. Let me turn this off for a second because I want you guys to see this. Okay, cancel. Let me turn it off for 1 second. Why do I keep doing that? Sorry, guys. Okay, let me turn it off for 1 second here. All right, guys. Here, this is a squash hybrid. Now, this ball right here is really for me, I wish I had bought a shorter pin length. This is a 4.5 inch pin length ball. 4 to 5 inch pin length ball. I think it might be like a 4 3/4 or something. But this right here really, 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 really comes off the back end. For me, at the place I bowl at, it's not good. It was really good it's been really good at other places, but not where I bowl league at. But this is really, really comes hard off the back end. It gets down the lane though. It really gets down the lane. I mean, really, really gets down there, but it really, really snaps hard on the back end. I mean, really snaps hard on the back end. It's kind of one of those situational balls where if I see something I haven't been seeing, maybe I'll try it or something. But I don't throw it very much. I don't throw this one very much. I like it though. I really like it. But like I said, if you're looking for something that has that really snappy back end, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that with this ball though. I really didn't expect that with this ball at all. At all. I didn't expect that with this ball. But that's what it gave me. Like I said, I'm a 4 roller, so with this ball, that's what it kind of gave me. I don't know about y'all, if anybody else has drilled one up or anybody has drilled one up before that's in the group, but mine is really, really, really snappy. But like I said, it's a good ball. I love radical stuff. Really, really love radical stuff. What did he say? He said, yes, he can't stand that. He started right himself. 4 to 5 inch pins are what I use all the time. Really, Fred, I always use 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 inch. Always. I've never ever. That was my first 4 to 5 inch pin ball. I've never ever used a 4 to 5 inch pin ball ever, and that one's really snappy. Like, woo! For me, being a 4 roller, it gets down there and it really turns that corner, like for me, like ridiculously turn that corner for me, which is not a bad thing, but it's just something different that I would have to see. And here is my conspiracy. This has 0 games on it as well. It's a 3 to 4 inch pinball. I haven't thrown it much, so I can't really tell you what it does like that. But to me, it seems to roll like a ball with surface on it. When I threw it, it rolled really like surfacey, like it had maybe, like 1,000 grit on it, or maybe even 500. It rolled really surfacey to me, but it was about. Let's see. I want to say this ball probably was about. Let me see. It had to be probably about. It was about 3 to 4 more boards. No, about let me see. I want to say it was about 3 and 1, 3 and 1 more than my squash was. My squash solid. It was about 3 and 1 more than my squash solid. This was last night. But like I said, I only thrown it a few times, so I can't really tell you exactly what it does. But I love Radical, so I know it's going to be good for me. Like I said, it's a 3 to 4 inch pin ball. Pretty my normal 4 roller layout, nothing too special. As you know, 4 rollers, PAP is the circumference of the bowling ball. So that's a whole nother subject, y'all. But yes, I'm interested to see what this does. I'm really interested to see what this does.
Yes, first, my man, you are right by me. You are right with me.
Yeah, I seen that. And I also have a regular size squash too, but I put a bunch of surface on it because I hated it, y'all. I hated it for where I bowl at. It wasn't good for where I bowl at. So that's how my track precision pearls are. Is really light matte finish on it, really. And I wanna try some track stuff and some. I wanna get that. Huh? Yeah, I want to get a Black Widow 2.0 just to try because I love the original Black Widows. Like I had the original Black Widow and I shot 300 with it, but it died on me. Like it died on me, and I'm like, it died on me. That's the same way. I don't know if y'all remember, Fred. If you remember that, if you remember the Taboo, the original Hammer Taboo back in the day, I had like 3 of those balls. They hit like trucks for me, but they died. And when they died, they didn't carry no more. But I'm telling you, for about a month straight, dude, I swear I averaged about 250 about a month straight with those balls. I mean, those balls hit like trucks. Hey, Queen's Corner, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. I mean, how you doing, Queen's Mama? How you doing? Hey, Be Ready, how you doing? How y'all doing tonight? Yeah, so about a month straight, like those Taboos, Fred, hit like trucks. I'm talking about like a truck, but then they end up dying on me. And I was just like, felt stuck after they died on me like that. I'm like, time to buy another one. So that's what I would do. I went and bought another one, but it's like, who can afford bowling balls like that? So I really, God bless y'all too. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. So I really wish they would, I really wish they would remake that ball again, Brunswick would, but put a Brunswick cover stock on it. Because y'all, for those of you who don't know, Brunswick and Radical stuff lasts forever. Like, I mean, these balls literally don't soak up a lot of oil in the core at all. I've had my like, cause most stuff I get good deals on it. But this let's see, this Intel right here, I've had it resurface once. He said, do you bowl at mark and stance or vision? I bowl at mark. I hit my mark. I look at a mark. Yep, I bowl at a mark. I have to hit my mark. I have to hit a mark. Like most people bowl, they can bowl and hit an area, but I have to look at something. I have to really look exactly where I'm hitting at because I'm one of those precise type of people, and then I'll lose my focus. So I have to look at where I'm trying to hit out on the lane. Usually on the house shot, I'm trying to hit anywhere from 9 to 6 at the arrows because I hate playing the track area. I mean, I don't like playing the track area. The only reason why I like playing the track area in my house because you can't carry where I bowl at. You hit the track, you could. I mean, you can hit the pocket all day. You'll rap tens all day long where I bowl at. But yes, so this is right here. It's I'm interested to see what this is gonna do. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I use the IT system. The IT system right here is a system where it's a thumb system. So when you swell up and you go down, you can switch out thumbs from different sizes. Here is two orange ones. They are two different sizes. One is a smaller one is a little bit bigger one. I usually keep a few different sizes in my bag, but for some reason, I'm always up and down in these orange ones. But I keep a few different ones in my bag. Let me see. I got my shoe bag right here. Here is a white one. And this is my biggest one right here. This is the biggest one I own. And I never hardly use this one at all. I've never been this swollen ever. He said, track and hammer are on fire right now. I have a few Brunswick and radical pieces I'm going to throw to figure out their motion are really. And I know I want to try some hammer stuff, Fred. I do. I want to try some hammer stuff. And I've never ever tried. I tried one track ball ever in my life. And I buy a bunch of bowling balls. I mean, I get a bunch of bowling balls, and I've only had one track ball ever in my life. Mostly all the stuff that I have right now is radical. Well, I believe all the stuff I have around me is radical. I have a few, what I have? I got some low end stuff too that I thought that would really work well in the house I bowl in, but it was a little bit too weak for a house shot, and I had to be. But they work really good on short patterns. I gotta hold on. Let me get them for you right quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Let me put my green screen back on right quick, and because that's just the green screen. I know it might be a little distracting, but yes. So I got like a few other like I said pieces around me. Here is my Here is my squash, my original squash I had that I told y'all I put surfers on it, y'all, because I didn't like the way it rolled. So also hand me my that purple ball and my red one too as well in the box. So here's my original squash. I put servers on it, but honestly, y'all, I put too much servers on. I'm about to go probably go take it and take some of it off. I put too much. I put 240 on it, but I used a fresh 240, and the fresh 240 was too much for it. But I can't even remember what this ball came with on there, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it rolled. If I had got a different pin length, it probably would have been a better ball, but it didn't roll good for me. It was too over and under for me. Like I didn't care for it that much. But this is a pretty decent ball too. Oh, well, I've seen people score with it, just not me. Just not me. So that's a decent ball. Let me see here. So, oh yeah, these right here. These right here, I bought for the house. I got these for a really good deal, Fred. I got these for a really good deal. I don't know where y'all at, but these right here were really, really cheap. Like really, really cheap. These counterattacks, they were really, really cheap. I got them for like $35 a piece. So I bought, of course, I jumped on that real quick because I bought them for $35 a piece, and which is both counterattacks, one purple one red one, and they like brand new because I only got like a few games on it. I actually put surfers on this one because I needed it to read earlier because it was just a little bit too jumpy because I had to play. He said, and Be Ready said, Joe. Sport I talk TV. I haven't bowled in 5 years. I love the sport. Yes, me too, brother Brian. I love it too. I absolutely love it. Like absolutely love it. And so right here, this ball right here, I put surface on it, and it rolled a little better, but it's just situational. I wouldn't say get this for a house shot. I wouldn't say get it for a house shot, but I actually used this on a 35-foot pattern, a 35 foot pattern, and it was unbelievable. Like it just gave me so much area. I missed to the gutter, it come back. I got the ball to like three, got the ball a little bit inside to like the three board, and it really, really arced off the pattern, really, really nice. And it really got down and just set up really nice. Hey Tim, how you doing? Welcome in, Rayleigh Travel. And he said, what do you think about the old brand Rhino? I love Rhino. Rhinos was actually part of the Brunswick brand. Be ready. They were actually part of the Brunswick brand. And actually, Brunswick actually came out with some new Rhinos. I actually have a Rhino Pro around here. I have the gold one and I have a black one around here somewhere. I have to go and look for them. They're probably downstairs in the basement. But I actually have a few of them around here. Some of the old Rhino. I got an old Rhino Pro original, and I actually have the new remake as well. So I really love the Brunswick brand. That was part of the whole Brunswick line. But like I said, this ball right here is really good on short stuff. Sorry, y'all, ball on me. Really good on short stuff, like a shorter pattern. Cheetah for my ball roll cheetah. This is really good. The new cheetah. This was really well. This worked really good when I used that like I said, I used that surface on it, and it kind of really blends it out really good to start off. And so I would go from this on cheetah, and I would go, or I would start with that. Oh gosh, I would start with the. Oh gosh, what I was just saying, guys. Oh, I hate when I mess up my words. I would start with the squash solid on it as well. That one rolly squash solid on the short pattern is really good as well. It really like rolls and just kind of like one that give you that rolly. Because on cheetah, you don't want to see a ball and go on cheetah. You don't want to see a ball that goes down and goes like that's not gonna work on cheetah. You're not gonna get that on any short pattern. You don't want to see that type of ball motion starting off, especially. You want to first off, I start off throwing plastic on it so I can put some oil down. Sometimes you can throw urethane on it if you got that type of. I throw urethane on it. I actually have some BTUs around here too, which is called better than urethane. I'll get into that another time. But here's the other counterattack. When it starts to burn up a little bit and you want to keep your angle straight in front of you, I will go to this other counterattack. Kind of keep my angles in front of me. It's going to go a little bit longer than the other one, but it's going to have a little bit more snap on the back end. So this would allow you to move in just a little bit off the spot, maybe get a little bit soft at the bottom, and it's going to go long and lengthy, but it's going to give you that back end to still take out that 10 pin on that short pattern. Also, like I said, if you're a really, really high rev player, you may can drill like maybe you might could drill maybe a one of these and drill it really strong, or drill it pin up and maybe get the back end that you're looking for on one, or maybe a burn up house shot, or like I said, if you're super, super high rev, you might be able to throw one on the house shot. It just all depends. For me, like I said, when I really put a lot on it and I miss right, it will always overreact. So like I said, I don't like to, in the house I bowling, I don't like to play left to right. I'm playing right to left in the house shot on the place I bowl in, because it just give me a better look. Okay, let's see. So I got those two. Put those back in the box. I still got the ball charts for those, y'all. Look. For those bowlers who know, these are ball charts. They come in a box. They come in the boxes when you buy your bowling balls, and they show you some different ways to lay out a bowling ball for a 3/4 roller. These for 3/4 rollers, not for me. Not for this guy. I don't have no chart. I got a chart, but I only got like 3 layouts I can use for a 4 roller. Okay. Let's see what else we have over here. Let's see what else I got over here, guys, right quick. Got a couple other balls up here I want to show you right quick. Oh, this was my go-to ball for a while. over at another place I used to bowl at was shut down this year due to the whole COVID ordeal. So it's shut down right now, so I'm not bowling there this year. But this is a Katana legend. I actually shot 2 300s and a 299 with this ball last year. Very good bowling ball. Will not get rid of it. Will not ever get rid of it just because I shot 300 with it. And it has some, that sentimental thing for it. But I really like this ball a lot. If you're looking for that ball that really goes down there and really comes off the back end, this is the ball you want. I don't care how old it is, or it might be 3 years old, but you really want a ball like this. You really, 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 really want a ball like this. He said, play right to left because it feels better to me. I play right to left because it feels better to me. So, really, you bowl? I mean, I could play right to left either way. It's Joe Sports on the TV. Did you say 2 300s? Yes, I bowled 2 300s last year. Yes, I have 7 of them. I have 7 of them in my career, but it took me 11 times to get it. I actually had 11 299s before I ever shot 300, and now I got 14 299s and 7 300s. 14 299s, 7 300s, and 5 298s, and 1 297. And I also have a 290 about 5 to 10 times, but the 290 I had 11 in a row. But I was only 16. I had 11 in a row to start the game, not the end. So for those of you who knows bowling, I was 16, right? I threw it in the gutter on the last ball. I was nervous, y'all. I was 16 years old. I got there, had 11 in a row, and tossed it in the gutter. That's my first time I ever had 299. That's one of my most embarrassing moments ever. But I wasn't mad because I was so nervous. I don't know. But coming to my self, I was throwing the ball to the gutter. I was throwing the ball near the gutter, so I just didn't drop it in the gutter, y'all. I was throwing the ball near the gutter, and I threw it in the gutter. But I do have 290. I did shoot 290 like that. You say you haven't bowling forever, but you used to go a lot. Yeah, so this was one of my goal balls. I shot 2 300s with this ball last year, and I believe I shot 299 with this ball. No, I shot 299 with the NTL last year. I think I got a video over there. Yeah, and so that's that ball. I haven't used that too much this year because over here where I bowl at, it's too much ball for the place I bowl at, so I don't use it over there. And then here was my favorite. This is my favorite ball. It was a unique layout that my ball guy came up with. It's 4-roller, as you can see. For you guys who know about bowling, you see it's 4-roller. But the unique part of it, you see this weight hole in the back? Look at that weight hole right there. That's a weight hole in the back of the ball. This ball right here turned the corner so hard. I mean, you talking about maximum hook. This ball hooked out of the house. And I miss it. And I can't throw it no more. So it's just kind of like a souvenir for me. Because USBC, which is the bowling organization that we all bowl under, don't allow weight holes anymore. We cannot use weight holes anymore. So I'm just kind of holding on to this ball for souvenir purposes. My wife said plug the hole and see what it does. But I don't think it's going to do it. It's not going to work the same. But I thought about plugging it to see what it does, but I don't think the ball ain't going to move the same. It's going to be totally different. But I really, really miss having this ball. Like, really, really miss having this ball. I wish I had some 300 rings around here so I can show you my 300 rings. But I don't have them. Maybe on the next video I'll have them ready for it to show you. But I think that's all I have is 10 balls around me right now. I think so. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is a part of the IT system, y'all. Right here, these are part of the IT system. They the part, like I said, for those who don't know who's coming in here, what they do is they always help you keep your you always have that same feeling in your thumb all the time. What's in that bag over there, son, on the side? What kind of ball's in that bag? Anything else up here I can show? So they always help you keep that same feel. So see, it pops in, locks in. See it? It's just locked in there. And it helps me keep, like say my thumb swells up, I could take that one out, that's a smaller one. I could take that one out, see? It comes right out. Set that to the side. And I got another one. I can pop that one in. Now I got a bigger one in. If that one gets too big, too small, I can pop that one out. And I got a bigger one, which is this white one. I can pop that one in, which I never use this white one because it is huge. But if I needed it or I bowled a bunch of games, I could always go to this white one, as you can see. So yeah.
You want practice as rings?
You got one each? Okay, so my son brought me another ball. Oops. I be able to see this one too much. Oh gosh, you can't see this one at all. Yep. So this is a green ball. You can't hardly see, but this is a DVA ball. A guy actually gave me this DVA rumor to try it out. You can't see on the green screen, but it's green and black, and he actually gave me this ball to try out. A pro shop guy gave me this, and he wanted me to try this out. It's actually not too bad of a ball. It's a DVA rumor. And it's not a big hooking ball, but I drilled it very, very weak. But it's not too bad of a ball. If I had to give it a grade, I would say probably about a C plus. It wasn't the best ball, but it was free. Okay, let me put that up. All right, guys. So my wife went and got me a couple of things right quick to show. She's got a couple of things right quick. Let me throw this green screen back on right quick. Okay. Thank you, my love. Okay, guys. So, first and foremost, here is a 299 flag. This is a USB-C 299 flag. And it was shot February 7th, 2007. You said, how much are bowling prices running nowadays? I know it depends on what you get, but just general price for a good ball. It all depends on what you want. You said, Joe Sports Administrator, are you pro? If not, what would it take to make the pro circuit? It would take lots of money, Brian. That's all it was. It would take a sponsor. And that's all it would take. It would take somebody sponsoring me. I have to buy my PBA card, which is probably about $250, and then I would have to put myself in some tournaments, which would be about $300 to $400 per tournament. Just depends on, but that's what it would take. It just takes money to start off until you're able to get somebody to pick up your sponsorship. That's all it is. If you can start getting in there, you can start winning. You can pick up some sponsors, you can pick up some sponsorship money. But oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Phone fell off the thing. But yes, y'all, this is a 299 plaque right here. Right here. This is a 299 plaque right here. And this was shot February 1st, 2007 right here. It's been a while since I shot that, but this is one of them.
It's an old one.
It's an old one. My wife brought up me an old one. Here are some leagues that we had won from some. This right here is very dear to my heart because actually two of the people that's on this plaque right here have passed on, and my buddy Hugh actor singer, and Keith Myers, they have actually gone on to heaven. we won a lot of leagues together. I mean, we have won several leagues together. I mean, just an awesome time to bowl with these guys right here. And we won. This was over at another bowling alley that's no longer um it's no longer there either. It's PNA. It was a PNA bowling alley called PNA National Alliance. But it was actually a club, but it actually had ran leagues there. But this is very near and dear to my heart right here. We probably have like 3 of these right here. My wife just brought up a couple things just to show, because I'll have other videos where I'll be showing stuff. But this right here, y'all, this is like I said, near and dear to my heart. Also, my wife brought up a couple 300 rings. Now we don't get 300 rings anymore. Okay, so this ring right here is from another association. It's called the TNBA National. It's called TNBA. It's called TNBA, but I can't remember what it's actually called. Maybe it's on the ring. But as you can see, y'all probably can't see it good. It's hard to focus. But if you can see it good, it says 300 around here. It says 300, and it says National Bowling Association 300, and this is from TNBA right here. As you can see, it's got like the red thing in there, and they fit my hands. You can see they are mine. Yeah, so this is 300 ring from them. Pretty awesome to have these. I'll never wear them. I just keep them put up. And then here is my 300 rings, one of my 300 rings from USBC, which you can probably see the 300 in there if you look close. You can see the 300 in there. If you probably can see it, I hope you can see it. You can see it. You can see 300 in that one a little better. And he said, shout out to from Washington State.
Hey,
I welcome in, Alex. How you doing? Alex, welcome in. And see, that's one of my 300 rings from USBC. But like I said, they're totally different. They both got my name inside. And I don't know when the date I shot this one. Let me see. Y'all, this 11/30/2010. Yeah, I shot this one. But you no longer get these anymore when you shoot 300s. I've shot several 300s since this one. But you don't get these no more unless you pay for them. At first, every 300 you shot used to get one. Now you have to pay for them. From all you guys on the YouTube side. So if you shoot 300 now, you just get a congratulations. So I've got several congratulations since then. Or I got several stickers for my refrigerator, and that's about it. But these are, like I said, I try to keep these ones, keep some of these. Not a problem. Thank you for coming over. We appreciate that. Okay, see you later, Rayleigh. Thanks for coming in. Yes, no, thank you for coming in and checking me out. I appreciate that. But yes, these right here I love these. I love having my rings. I mean, I know some guys who bowled prior to USBC stopped giving these out. I know guys that got Doc Jonas. He's a guy, one of the legends in our city. He might have 70 of these. That's no lie. Guy might have 70 of these before they stop giving them out. He don't buy them because he probably has 70 of these. I think he told me at a point in time he had like 65 or something, and he started using them to help weighing down his papers. He was just kidding, but he was like, I don't even think about these things. Like, he shoots them so much. He's a lefty here in our city, but he's really good. Like, he's good. He's really good. Like, really, really good. I think he bowls one night a week right now in the house I was telling you about. And it's really, really tough. And I think he's averaging like 225 in a tough house. I mean, this house is tough I bowl in. This is not no, and everybody comes there. I actually have family that's actually on staff. And I brought my family to this bowling alley. And they're like, how do you bowl on this every week? Like, they literally couldn't hit the side of an ocean in this place. And I mean, they were trying to figure out how in the world do I bowl in this place week after week? I mean, it is a tough house. It's tough to get the corners out. Like, Because it's like I said, from 10 to 10, it's like a flood in there. You cannot get the ball you can't miss in there. So when you're going left to right, you can't miss in there at all. Or if you do miss a little bit, you'll wrap a 10. The angle's got to be perfect in that place on a house shot. And I just don't understand that. On a house shot, it's for fun. Literally, in all reality, if you're a good bowler, to me, I'm just my mindset. When I go there, I'm not going there, but I have to keep a tournament mindset to bowl in this place. It's so crazy, y'all. Every time I go here, I got to have a tournament mindset to bowl on a house shot week after week. Like most people tell you, this is not a house shot. There's no way this is a house shot. There is no way this is a house shot. But the crazy thing about it, y'all, it's so walled up. It's hard. That's the thing. It's hard for the average bowler because it's so walled up. Even for the guys, like I go straight on it. But if you don't have the accuracy and a decent rev rate, you still can't get out corner pins. Because what you do, you find yourself bumping so far right, trying to get the ball off through the pins until you start trying to roll it off the dry boards and it hooks instantly. And then it hooks again down lane because it's so dry. Outside 7 is like a desert. Like I said, in the middle is like an ocean, and then outside of 7 is like a desert. You throw the ball outside 7 and it just flies back. Unless you got the right ball in your hand. You got to have the right ball makeup in your hand. You can't have one of the balls. I'll tell you, do not come to this place and bowl with some ball that has this huge back end. You're not scoring. Unless you're top of the line pro, you're not scoring. Not with no ball that got no monsters back in, because you're not gonna score. You're not gonna score. Because what you're gonna find yourself in, you're gonna find yourself doing, you're gonna find yourself trying to find oil. Then you're gonna find that puddle in the middle, and you're not gonna carry. And I'm talking about, I know two-handers with 550 rev rate that can't throw the ball in that area. Like, it's that much oil. Like, even if they slow it down, they can't get the ball to come around the corner enough. I don't understand why it's that much in the middle. I think the oil machine is broke, but honestly, that you cannot score. This place is tough. But I love bowling, so I would never ever quit bowling. I love bowling. I absolutely love bowling. This is like the first day, y'all. Kind of like an icebreaker day to try to get to know everybody in my group. Like I said, I posted it in my group, so I was hoping to get more people in here from my group. Not only that, some Facebook people. Facebook people and YouTubers as well. Those of you who want to know about bowling or get to know about bowling more. Those of you who want to know about let's see. Let me read out here. You said. Aaron, you say, that's why I throw between 15 and 10 board and left drift out to 5 board and I miss bowling. Like, you haven't been bowling? Oh yeah, you probably closed down where you at, aren't you? I'm bowling where I'm at. We're bowling right now. You said go between 15 and 10, 15 and 10 and get the ball out to 5, 15 and 10. So you standing on 15 and 10 and get the ball out to 5. That's about where I'm at, kind of where I'm at. No, I'm probably standing on I'm standing on like 10, getting the ball out to 5. But it's like so much. In this place is so much. It's so walled up there. It's unreal. It just makes it so hard. But yeah, I'm probably standing there. But like I said, I'm using the ball with a lot of surface on it, like a lot of surface. Because I wanted to hook early and die on the back end just in case I miss right. Right, because it hooks so much when you miss right. And my misses tend to be right. I don't know why. I tend to miss right. If I'm gonna miss anywhere, I miss right. So, and it always flies back. Being a full roller, it always flies back. And let me see what is going on. And Riley said you wouldn't have any problem getting sponsors, I'm sure. Yeah, it's very, very hard to get sponsors. It's very hard. It's so many good bowlers out here. I mean, it's a bunch of really good talent out here. I mean, tons of talent. I got a guy on my team that bowls on Friday nights. Like I said, he's a two-hander. And I think he's the highest average in the whole house on that night. He averages 218 or something. I throw the ball about 15 to 17 miles. I think my rev rate is like over 500 because of the way I throw it. Your rare rate over 500, that's pretty high. 500 is high. 500 is really high. That's really high. That's a pro rare rate. That's pretty high. I think my rare rate is like last time I checked was like 460, 450, something like that. And I throw the ball about 15 to 17 too, depending on what I'm trying to do with the ball. Like if I'm trying to depends on I'm trying to shape it or it depends on what I'm trying to do, how I got mine. Because right now, like I said, I haven't been doing that. So my rev rate probably, if you was to check my rev rate on what I've been doing lately, I've probably been dialing it somewhere down in the lower 400s because I've really been trying to really stay up the back of it and not do too much with it at all. Like I just been really kind of like letting the ball do all the work. Like I've been really like thumbing that ball down to stop it from hooking. And like I said, I've been scoring doing it, so I'll take it. So over the last maybe few weeks, I've shot 680ish to 720ish. I shot 720 last night. I mean, I threw the ball pretty well. Like I said before you came in here, I should have shot 780, but I stoned the nine in I stoned the nine in the 10th frame the first game. I stoned the 7th in the 10th frame the second game, and I stoned the 8th the last game, and I shot 720. So I was bowling 2 leagues a few years. In one league, I was averaging 195, and in one league, and in Vegas, I was averaging 220. Yeah, it just all depends on where you bowl at. It all depends on where you bowl at. Some of these houses are so much tougher than the other houses. They are tough. And like I said, I bowled in 2 different houses last year. I never bowled in the same house. But this place actually that I'm bowling in actually has the house shot is never the same. So every night, huh? Oh, what's going on, Kimball? Every night the house shot. Kimball, one of the guys who bowling my team is in here, y'all. Mike, welcome in, Mike. He'll tell you the shot is never the same. From every night, the shot is different in this place. I'm talking about every single night. So it's not an easy shot at all. I mean, so from Friday, Monday night I just bowled. It was a really good shot Monday night. Friday night it's probably gonna be hooking out of the house. It's never the same in these places, ever the same in this place. So it makes it really, really tough to bowl in this place. It's not, but like I said, last year I bowled in 2 different houses. We bowled at Parkway on one night, which is another house, which is a lot easier than bowling over at Chippewa. Well, last year, I don't know, Mike, was it easier last year? Yeah, I think it hooked a bunch last year, didn't it? I want to say it did. It hooked a bunch last year. Anything that hooks for me is bad, y'all. Being a 4 roller is so hard for me to control. I cannot control it, no matter what I do. Well, like I said, lately I've been throwing, like keeping my hand out of the ball. Kind of, he said one time at the league I shot 299, freaking stone 9 in the 12th frame. And that sucks. And Mike said, yes. Yeah, it was dry last year. It was really dry last year. But that sucks though. That sucks. You stone a 9 to shoot 299. That's terrible. That is terrible. I haven't I shot 300 last year. Yeah, 300 last year. I haven't shot none this year yet. But I'm bowling at Chippewa, y'all, so I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Last time I shot 300 at Chippewa, I was injured. I was actually injured, y'all, and that's no lie. And here is my bowling shoes. I need some new ones, y'all, but these are my bowling shoes right here. These are my bowling shoes, and they have interchangeable pads on them. You said dead flush in the 1-3 pocket. What?
Mike said not at Parkway though.
Oh, for how hard it is?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Yeah, Parkway is easier to score. Parkway is a lot easier than score at Chippewa. It's way easier. It's like night and day. I forgot I got this blue one too, y'all. Parkway is way easier than Chippewa is. Chippewa is hard, man. You gotta, anybody who come there, I tell y'all, tell everybody. We always tell everybody who come there who think they about to score. I got a yellow one too. You can't see it, but it's yellow. We tell everybody who come there, be prepared because you're not going to do what you're doing at these other places. And most people think that when they come there, I bowl. I'm averaging 240 over at this place. And when they come there, they never ever shoot 600. And that's the truth. That's how hard the place is. It's hard. It's not easy at all. Hard place to bowl at. Very hard place to bowl at. But again, that's where we're at this year. And that's it. That's pretty much it, y'all. So I think I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. I'll probably be back on again. I'm going to make another announcement earlier. So he said NBA this Sunday on a surprise shot. Where's it at? Where's the NBA? At Chippewa? What? Surprise shot. Stop it. A surprise shot. Stop it. At Chippewa. You make me want to skip church for that. A surprise shot at Chippewa. So what's gonna be a house shot? It's gonna be the house shot, a surprise shot. Okay. Yeah, all right, surprise. I remember that one year at Chippewa, everybody was telling me that the NBA was there and you couldn't surprise. Yeah, surprise is a house shot. I remember that one year that they had that surprise shot out there inside on one pair. They forgot. It seemed like they didn't oil it at all. Everybody was throwing plastic on it.
Yeah, that one year they were sitting and they were red, white, and blue, and it was all different house shots.
You remember that 1 year, Mike, when they did red, white, and blue? Was that a Parkway? No, that was at Riga. No, where was that at? That was at Chippewa, I believe. Was that red, white, and blue for a few years? But red, white, and blue, that was terrible too. I never liked that either. That was terrible, red, white, and blue. I guess the red was short or something. The blue was red, the white was medium, and the blue was long. I know, that's what I'm saying. You said it will be a house shot because they sure can't put out a house. I know it's gonna be a good shot though. Watch. It's gonna be a good house shot. That's all it's gonna be. And they're gonna call it a sports shot. It's gonna be a good house shot. Every time I bowl a tournament at Chippewa, it messes me up for league. I remember the last time I bowled a tournament at Chippewa, I was killing it. I'm like, man, this is easy. Killing it. Come league night, I shot 500. I'm like, what kind of stuff is this? Qualify first in the tournament and then turn around and shoot 500. It's hard. It's hard, man. Because they don't know what they're doing at all, man. They don't know what they're doing. We bowling, and y'all, we not bowling. The place got brand new lanes and everything, and it's still terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. But like I said, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, literally, we got all of us on our team average 200, and that's like a rarity. There's no other teams like that. Every single one of us on our team average 200, and there's no other team with teams like that. Oh, no nights that's got every bowler averaging 200. That's crazy, ain't it? And think about that. That's crazy. Oh, I think it is now, though, Mike. I think it is now because you heard about Leo? Mike, you heard about Leo? I think Joey Martin is going to take Leo's spot. So I believe Beaver and them team might have all 200 bowlers now. Because it's Joey, Beaver, Gonzo, I can't think of dude's name. Joey, Beaver, Gonzo. Who else on that team? I can't think of dude's name. I can't think of nobody's names right now. But Leo he was a great person. Yeah, he was. He's a real great person. Rest in peace to him. That was sad to hear. I was not happy to hear that. But he Justin, And then there's one more. I can see his face in my head right now. The one who got the son. The one who got the son.
That ball, John?
Used to bowl, kind of throw the ball straighter a little bit. I think he Hispanic, but he younger. Not real young. He older than me. God, what is his name? Justin, and I can see his face right now.
What kind of son? How old is his son, young?
Yeah, son.
That Alex. Not about that.
No.
Yeah.
Son young, about Tank Bay age, or a little older. I can't think of his son name.
His son, he older than you, but his son's name?
He used to bowl with Keith Guyton all the time.
Not Brandon Kraft, no.
Brandon Kraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brandon Kraft. Yep, Brandon Kraft on their team. Yep, it's Brandon Kraft. It's Brandon Kraft, Beaver, Justin, Joey Martin. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they might be all, but Justin might not be 200, but he close. Or Brandon, I'm not sure because dude, last few weeks, the way the shot been, everybody been struggling, especially Brandon throw kind of like he throw the ball a little straighter, so it makes it a little hard for him. But I think we got them coming up too. I don't know if it's this week or it's either this week or next week, and the lane's gonna be cooked if it is. They're gonna be cooked. So you better bring your white ball if needed, because they're gonna be really, really cooked. They are. When we bowl them, it's gonna be woo. Oh, I'm in Indiana. I'm in Indiana, and we bowl at this place called Chippewa Bowl. Not easy at all. And it's not even so much of the shot. You just can't get corners out. And they're not flat tens, you wrap them. You just wrap tens all day long. Like, I've never seen a place you wrap so many tens. You got to be high in the pocket. And who throws the ball to be high in the pocket? Not me. You're more susceptible to leaving splits that way. Like, I don't throw the ball to be high in the pocket. Like, I want to hit the pocket the right way, but I don't want to wrap tens all day long. Like, in this place, you just wrap tens. Because you can't. It's tough because even on top of that, it's hard to play inside in this place. It's like really hard to play inside in there. And that's what makes it, like Mike said, it sucks because it's a different shot every week. Mike, the shot was good last night, though. They actually had a decent shot out last night. But it ain't going to be the same way Friday. I can tell you that much. It ain't going to be close Friday. It was good last night, though. We had 3 people on our team with 700s. 3. It ain't going to be like that Friday. I can tell you that. Not at all. I had 720. Another dude on our team named Joe had 715. Chad Quimby had 700. Then we had another dude on our team had 600 on the head, and then somebody who had 500, 530 or something. Of course, we won all the games, but the shot was easy. It wasn't easy. You had to make shots, but it carried last night. Well, some of them did. I threw the ball really, really good last night, though. I felt like I shot 800, and I look at the scoreboard, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't even shoot 750. So, but again, like I said, I had 3 tough 10 frames. I stoned a 9. I stoned a 9, a 7, and then a 8. He said the one house I used to bowl at in Maryland, they had shallow gutters. 10-pin city. Whew. And I cannot stand a place like that. Just 10-pin city. He said, were you bowling pin busters this week? We are bowling pin busters. Are we bowling pin busters this week? I don't even know who that is. I know we got Beaver and them coming up. That was what Joey was saying. Because I know he's taking Leo's spot for the rest of the year. So, dude, their team going to give up a bunch of pins if it's what I think. Well, they won't give us a bunch of pins, but they'll probably give us a few. But Beaver no, they won't. I take that back. No, they won't. We'll probably get them pins. Beaver not bowling that. Beaver average not that high out there like it's been in the past. Everybody's really struggling out there this year. Oh, Leo's team. Yeah, we are bowling Leo's team this week. Yeah, I thought. You're called the Pin Butters. Yep, we sure are. That's what Joey's telling me Monday night. It's gonna definitely be fun. We're gonna have some it's gonna be some hook out there. It's gonna definitely be some hook. But bring that white ball. Cause it's definitely gonna be some like I said, it's gonna be some back end out there. I wanna make sure I put me a whole bunch of surface on this ball so it could just roll for Friday night. But y'all, I'm about to get off here now. Man, this was fun. I most likely will probably be back. I may come back tomorrow. We might play either play a bowling game, or we might, if anybody want to come up here and talk about their game, they can always come up here too, because I could post a link and anybody can come up to as well and tell us about where you bowl at, or what your house name is, or anything you want to tell us about you. You're welcome to do that too next time I come back up here. But this was kind of introductory to this. I wanted to see how this was going to go. But this was fun. I appreciate all y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for showing me that love. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Not a problem. Thank you for coming in. And I'll probably be back here tomorrow just to talk bowling, man. It's fun. I like talking about bowling. Bowling is always fun. So I'll be back in tomorrow, man. Thank y'all all for coming, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all.